Hello and welcome everybody. This is Amanda Rose, your Director of Media for Archer Travel Service. And today I wanted to invite Natalie from G Adventures to a webinar with us. How are you doing today, Natalie?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. And so today, Natalie is going to be taking us through G Adventures. We're going to get to learn more about the brand and whatnot. And if you want to find more on how to register, we do have that on the Travel Cafe website in the supplier section under G Adventures, as well as this video will be recorded. You can find it there, or also in our preferred suppliers video tab on the Travel Cafe website. And if you have any questions during, please feel free to put those in chat. We will get those asked to Natalie at the end of the presentation. Without any further ado, Natalie, I'll go ahead and let you get started.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Amanda. I am so happy to be here and put a face to the name of G Adventures. I just wanted to do a quick high-level overview of who we are as a company and kind of go through a little bit of a G 101. So yeah, let's get started. So first and foremost, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Natalie Line, and I am a GPS, which is a global purpose specialist, which is what we at G Adventures refer to as our BDMs. So in the US, we have 4 BDMs. So I'll walk you through what that looks like so you can find your local point person, but I am happy to kind of guide you through that process. If you are new to G Adventures, welcome. So happy to have you logged in and listening. If you want to get registered to our agent portal and booking platform, I put a QR code on the screen if you want to give it a scan. That will take you to our registration page where you can get signed up with us. I will note there is a spot in there for your address. If you want to provide your local address rather than Archer's address, we can build you locally, and that way you can have support from your local BDM, which again, I'll show you who your point person is on the next slide. But a great place to just kick things off and get familiar with our product is just getting logged into our portal. And for those of you who don't know, I am based in Los Angeles, and my territory is Southwestern USA. So anybody who lives in Southern California, Arizona, New Mexico, I'm your point person, and happy to support you however I can. I did provide my phone number and email address in here as well, but you can find that in your intranet and then also all over Sherpa. So yeah, great. I'm excited to see some people register and get excited about G Adventures. So as I said, I would break down our BDM team. So we are basically chunked up into 4 parts of the US. I am the small but mighty pink territory down here. I'm doing Southern California, Arizona, New Mexico. And then my counterpart, Kara, in the West, she is based in Portland, and she has this whole turquoise territory. So anybody in those states, she is going to be your point person. And then alternatively, I have on the flip side, on the east, I have Eduardo, who's in orange. He's based in Jersey and locally offers his support for any of the orange states. And then Tim Knight will be based in Tallahassee, Florida. He'll be your point person for the Southeast. But all collectively together as a team, we have 40 plus years of travel experience and over 50 G Adventures explored. Whether that's being on tour, being on a day trip, or just meeting the local team, we have been to most places you could have questions about, or we know who to find, who to reach out to get your questions answered. So please always feel comfortable and confident to connect with your BDM team. We are so excited to support you booking G Adventures. So today's roadmap, I'm going to just go through why you'll love us, who we are. I'll touch on our travel styles, booking trends at Archer Travel. We'll do destination highlights. We'll talk about agent discounts because the best way to sell something is to experience it firsthand, and we truly believe that. And then we'll have a moment of empowering you where I'll show you how to find things on our systems. That way you have the tools in your back pocket. So we did just kick off a new campaign called Bring on the World. As you all know, travel is back and bigger than ever. So I just wanted to share this short clip with you so you could get a taste of who we are as a company.
We who really travel are a different breed because we don't want what's scripted. We want what's real. We're not after escape or keepsakes. Experience, Snapchat, Minu. Those are our favorite souvenirs. We don't just want to go somewhere. We want to grow somewhere. as people and as a community. So together, we say, bring on the world, travel with G Adventures and experience the greatest adventures on earth.
So diving right into a few reasons why you'll love us. First and foremost, built to support local communities. When you travel with us, more of your money benefits the people and places you visit. The foundation of G Adventures is community-based tourism. We want to make sure that your travelers' dollars, whoever you're booking and spending money with G Adventures, we want that money to go back into the community to support travel in those destinations for generations to come. So when you're booking with us, you're going to stay at a locally owned hotel, you're going to dine at locally owned restaurants, and your tour guide is going to be from that destination that you're visiting, really keeping the money in the community. We're not going to be staying at Hilton's or dining at McDonald's. We are going to be having those local touches to really immerse you in the destination that you're traveling to with G Adventures. Next thing that is very important about G Adventures is locally based guides. This is my favorite part of G Adventures. Our CEO our founder gave our tour guides the title CEO because he knew that they were the most important part of our company because they are the face of our company. CEO stands for Chief Experience Officers. And these chief experience officers know the destination like they're well-traveled back of their hand. It's so true. These people live there. They grew up there. They're from that destination. So if you want to know where to see the best sunset or you need to know where to get the best cup of coffee, they've got the inside scoop. So you really are traveling with this local guide that's really going to show you the best of what their home has to offer. Next is book and travel with confidence. I know we have all been in the industry through the pandemic and, we're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, but there is still an importance to let your travelers and your clients feel confident when they book with someone, especially a new vendor. So with guaranteed departures, a flexible rebooking policy, and a whole lot more, we've always got your back. With small group travel, a lot of operators ask for a threshold of a certain amount of people have to be booked for a tour to operate. With us, if one person is booked, if you have a solo traveler on our tour and they're the only one booked, we're still going to operate that tour as we would start to finish, no changes. So they can always feel comfortable when they book that we're going no matter what. And then another thing is a flexible rebooking policy. So we know things happen. So if someone needs to cancel or rebook, what we do is we call it a lifetime deposit. So when you confirm a tour with us, it's $350 is typically what it is, give or take, depending on what you're booking. But $350 deposit, if you had to cancel or rebook, we'll hold that deposit in your client's name, and they can use that deposit for a future booking or even gift it to someone else down the road. But they'll never lose that money. So if they book Peru and then in 3 years they need to rebook and they want to go to Costa Rica, by all means, that's totally fine by us. Next one is small groups. We keep our groups small so you can get ridiculously close to our world. This is so important, and another key takeaway about G Adventures. We are a group tour operator, but they're all small groups. We max out at 16 people no matter what. Our sweet spot on tours is going to be about 10 to 12 people typically on a tour. And then we do have smaller safaris that are under 10 passengers. So we kind of run the gamut on a variety of small group styles, but you'll never be on a massive tour bus piling in and out. That's never the situation. You'll have those locally based CEOs who are giving you an inside intimate scoop about the destination. So it's really important that you tell your travelers, it is small group, it is intimate. You're going to make lifelong friends with your CEO and the other travelers because you do just leave a tour like a family. So going off of small group travel, we have 650 tours in over 110 countries. This is the whole spread of tours that we operate. What Archer travel agents are booking is Classic and National Geographic. Those are going to be the two main tour styles that I'll touch on. But we do have all of these offerings, which I'll just go over quickly. We have Romies and 18 to 30 somethings, which is going to Think about your budget-friendly, fast-paced kind of backpacker. Those are going to be what those tours are geared towards. Classic is going to be our bread and butter. It's what we have the most of, and it's really what we do the best of. It's going to be great immersive experiences in our small group travel style. Active, this is for your adrenaline junkies. Think multi-sport, so hiking, biking, anything extreme, that's where it'll land. Wellness is very near and dear to my heart. This is going to be, I like to say, a vacation you don't need a vacation from. So you'll get some R&R, some yoga, some spa moments, things like that. National Geographic Journeys and National Geographic Family Journeys is going to be our co-branded tour with National Geographic. It's going to be our top tier product. So our most elevated product, upgraded service level, nicest hotels, all of that. So if you have any luxury high touch clients, definitely point them in the National Geographic scope. Then local living, this is one of our destination travel styles where you unpack your bags and you live with a host family and you have a truly immersive experience, whether you're making a pasta with the family in their home or, walking upon their garden and learning about their culture from them. So it's a really great local touch and local experience for those who really want to drill deep into a destination. And then we have our marine product, will be anything on water. So yachts, river cruises, marine expeditions, Antarctica, you name it. So for Archer Travel, like I said, you're booking Classic and National Geographic. The purple part of the pie is your Classic bookings, and then the teal is going to be where you sit for National Geographic. So the main differentiator between National Geographic and our Classic tours is going to be flexibility and freedom. So our trips itineraries feature the perfect amount of free time for doing your own thing. So in a Classic tour, there's going to be the most free time. So in our Classic tours, there is the option to kind of go on your own, explore the town as you would if you want to wander, or add in where we offer optional activities, so you can book a la carte things to build up your itinerary, but we do have a lot of free time in there for those who don't want a jam-packed itinerary. Whereas National Geographic, that's going to be our most robust itinerary. There's a lot of inclusions because you are learning about the destination. You usually you do a lot of cultural experiences and things like that. So again, if you have a traveler who really wants to squeeze the most out of a destination and really learn a lot, Nat Geo, perfect. If you have somebody who kind of wants to leave things open-ended and be a little bit more spontaneous, Classic is a great option for them. And again, just going into a little bit more about National Geographic. National Geographic Journeys is a collection of unique tours designed to take you deeper into the cultures and habitats of the places we explore. They offer more inclusions compared to other G-Adventures travel styles, greater hands-on exploration, interactions with local experts, the freedom to roam, all within structure and security of traveling in a small group. So everybody knows the brand National Geographic, and I know it carries a lot of weight with your travelers. So I think it's just really excellent to call out that National Geographic approached us because they liked our mission and our company, how our company operated, and they wanted to be a part of it. So I think that can just show the caliber of service and impact that we have globally that National Geographic approached us. So something to just take note of and remember from this presentation. I'm such a visual learner, so I want to share a side-by-side comparison of how a Classic tour and National Geographic tour stacks up. And I thought I would do it in Costa Rica, which is a top booking destination for Archer agents. So purple column is Classic, Nat Geo's in yellow. As you can see, there's a lot of similarities. Both are 9 days, both small group. Both have a physical rating of light. So no one needs to be super extreme, not that much activity in there. Age requirement 12 and up. Service level, this is where we start to get a little different. Standard and Classic, National Geographic is going to be upgraded. So you'll have really the nicest hotels in National Geographic, like 3+ 4-star hotels. Transportation, Classic will be private and also some shared. There are some Classic tours that are on a public train and things like that. So that's something to call out to your clients when you are booking. Where National Geographic, everything will be private. So it'll just be you and your small group and no one else. And then another differentiator is going to be meals. This classic Costa Rica quest has only one meal included, where National Geographic has 11 meals included in that. So again, just another differentiator. Is your client somebody who kind of wants to have meals included and they don't want to think about that, or do they want to check out the local flair on their own? So that's another differentiator. And then obviously the cost is could also be a deciding factor depending on your clients. So diving into a little bit further of Costa Rica. So this is our classic, the Costa Rica Quest, which happens to be on sale right now. But it's 9 days, and you'll see how it starts and ends in San Jose, and then does this nice little circle about. So you get a nice, beautiful tour of Costa Rica. You'll always have a G for Good moment on a G Adventures tour where we bring you back to immersive experience with a local co-op or something like that that gives back to the community. For this one in Costa Rica, we're stopping at a coffee co-op. So you'll see how they roast the beans and you'll do a coffee tasting and enjoy that moment learning about the process of coffee. You'll also get a hot spring soak. You'll hike some trails in the cloud forest, and then we also include your national park fee in there. For national highlights of Costa Rica, I do want to highlight that on the map, we are doing the exact same itinerary, the same stops, starting and ending in San Jose. So again, it's the same exact thing. This one's just going to be elevated, nicer hotels and things like that, more inclusions. We're still going to have you stop at the coffee co-op, but we also have these journey moments. So we'll have a tortilla making and dinner in a local home, and then we'll have a lecture on reforestation, which is really important in Costa Rica right now, building back those forests. So again, if you really want to do an educational and get behind the lens of a National Geographic, this is a great opportunity to learn and explore. And then again, you'll be in the national park here, that's included as well. But, just again, picking your client and choosing the right option for them. I do want to touch on Costa Rica wellness, as that, like I said, near and dear to my heart. So this is Costa Rica wellness. It's 8 days, so 1 day shy of the other two. You will start and end in San Jose, just like the other two. We are also stopping in the coffee co-op, but a little bit different itinerary. We'll have some stand-up paddleboard. You'll hike to a national park where you'll do a volcanic mud exfoliation and then rinse off at a thermal pool. So a cool, wellness aspect of that. And then also you'll learn how to hang 10 at an included surf lesson. So if somebody kind of wants to be a little bit more adventurous, this is a great opportunity. It is a light activity level, so no one needs to be, over the top, super big wellness junkie, big, super active. It's really made for anyone. Like I said, a vacation you don't need a vacation from. And then Peru, I do want to touch on Peru because you can't talk about G Adventures without Peru. Just do me one favor. If anybody calls you and says, I'm thinking about going to Peru, look at G Adventures, call me, call one of your BDMs. We do it the best. It's where we have the biggest footprint and make the biggest impact. We are the best Inca Trail operator, and we put the most people on the Inca Trail. And we do this so in a way that we protect the trail. We give great wages to the people on the trail with you. We're doing it in the best way possible. So if somebody wants to do the Inca Trail or any of the treks in Peru, please give us a call. This Classic Peru is one of our most popular tours. For those active groups, this is going to have a demanding rating. So it is going to have a lot of hiking involved. With that being said, we do offer this in 2 ways. So you can hike the Inca Trail, or if you're not feeling up to it or just aren't really a hiker, we do give you the option to stay in Cusco. So this is a great opportunity if you and your travel partner both want to go to Peru, but one doesn't want to hike and one can't wait to hit the trail. You can start and finish on the same tour, but you can kind of choose your own adventure. So I think this is a really excellent to kind of sway someone into doing, an active and relaxing tour, a way to see Peru. And this is one of our co-ops and our G for Good moments that we have in Peru. You'll get to visit them and learn about how they weave in their co-op and learn from them in their community. Another tour that I want to talk about in Peru is Machu Picchu Adventure. Now, this is exactly like I was talking about in Costa Rica, same itinerary, but we have it in Classic and National Geographic. So again, Machu Picchu Adventure, it'll be 8 days. This one's an average rating, so you don't have to be a huge hiker to get involved here. Anybody can do it. And you also have an opportunity to travel through the mountains by train, which is really excellent. And again, since this is Classic, you'll have a free day in Cusco, so you can visit the local market, visit historical sites, or even get a massage, which is probably where I'd end up. And then again, on the flip side, we do offer this in our National Geographic format. So same exact itinerary, start and end in Lima. You have the whole same itinerary here, same train, but then you do have these journey moments where you can add these are added in as those learning moments with National Geographic. And then the last tour I want to touch on and last destination is Galapagos. This is going to be our newest vessel. It's called the RENIA SYLVIA. She is only in her second season, so brand new, top of the line. As you can see, the interiors are stunning and this deck is beautiful. If you can't see this back here is a hot tub, which I would probably be every sunset, but a great deck just to lounge out and kind of just unwind and relax and enjoy the views. But 16 passengers aboard this ship. There's 10 cabins and it's all upgraded because it is top of the line. We offer 2 routes. We do Central and East Islands and West and Central Islands. So this is kind of one of the itineraries for West and Central Islands. 10 days, Quito to Quito. And I think it's really cool to point out that we'll actually get your flight from Quito to Baltra. So if you don't want to, as a travel agent, find those smaller airports to get your travelers to, we'll just ask you get them to the hub in Quito, and then we'll take care of the rest. That's all part of this tour, and it's baked into this cost down here. Another fun thing to talk about is that this tour is endorsed by the Jane Goodall Foundation. So all of the wildlife that you're visiting and everything that you're doing, you know that you're doing it in a sustainable way and you are taking care of the wildlife that you're viewing, which I think is so important. Again, we want to keep people going to the Galapagos for generations, and this is just one way that we're doing it. And then I have to call out that not only is there a jacuzzi and barbecue area on the ship, we also have kayaks and snorkel gears on board. So just a cool way to kind of jump off the ship and kind of explore on your own. And for those who don't love to sail, we also have a land version of Galapagos, which I think is really excellent because a lot of people just count that out if they get seasick. So a cool product to talk about with your clients as well, just a little different way to do that. And then I just wanted to put Morocco Journey in here because I just returned from Morocco. I did this exact tour. It is such a hot destination in travel. So if anybody has questions on Morocco, please don't hesitate to reach out. I had a wonderful time. I'm happy to walk you through it. But yeah, stunning country. The Atlas Mountains were wonderful. It was a National Geographic, so we did have these journey highlight moments. We did a cooking class. We explored the sand dunes and did a cultural excursion. And then we did see the largest film studio where they are filming Gladiator 2. And I may or may not have seen Denzel Washington, but that's for another time. And then there's just a quick video of mint tea that you would have at the National Geographic moment. And then I just want to dive into our monthly offers and incentives. Every month at G Adventures, we have a new promotion going on. Something else is on sale. So if you want to scan this QR code, I can also distribute the link later, but this is going to take you to our link tree. So this will have every month I'll load our sales in this link tree. So you'll see the spreadsheet with all the breakdowns of what's on sale for you. This link tree will also have a link to our Facebook page if you want to engage with us there. It will also have training videos on there, and just any updates that we have going on, I'll always put there. So I always tell people to bookmark this page because it's going to be such a good quick reference point to access anything you need to know about G Adventures. So yeah, bookmark this page. And then another thing, we know you'll change the world. We believe that travel can be the greatest form of wealth distribution on the planet. And we hope more agents will get to experience what we do, so they in turn can encourage more people to travel like us. This is why we offer an agent discount. I think it's action, like going on a tour is going to give you so much more knowledge than just watching a video. So if you wanted to book with us, we'll offer a 30% discount to all Archer agents, and that includes our National Geographic. So there's a form to fill out on Sherpa, which is our agent portal, and you can apply for the discount. And you also, depending on what tour, we also offer companion discounts. So if you have a travel buddy or, you know, your fellow agent wants to join you, you can also kind of couple up discounts that way as well. So feel free to apply to those discounts. We want you to experience G Adventures. We think, you know, it's the easiest way to sell something is when you experience it firsthand. And then I just wanted to show you a quick screenshot of Sherpa. So this is our agent portal and booking platform. So if you have any questions or you want to do a deep dive at any of our product or travel styles, this is where you'll find training videos. So when you're logged into Sherpa, this is what it'll look like. Your name will be on the top right corner when you're logged in. And then you'll have this nice link here to Agent Backpack. If you click on that and can scroll down here to this page, there'll be all the training videos, including a National Geographic training video, which if you take that, it's just a series of videos that you get educated on National Geographic's products. If you take that, you'll get a banner that's a certificate that you're certified to sell National Geographic. So you could put that in your email signature or on your website or anything like that. But I know that certification goes a long way, and National Geographic has a great pull. So it's a great way to kind of spark business just by just having that in your signature. So that lives in the agent backpack. And then if you have quick questions, this down here, it will always live in the corner of your screen, chat with expert. So we do have live chat agents if you have any questions and just want to chat while you're in the screen. Otherwise, reach out to your BDM. We're happy to support you. And then again, just wanted to link you back to our Agents of Change Facebook page. This is where we'll have any promotions, flash sales, fun updates. I'll be doing a review on my experience on Morocco Journey. So if you want to deep dive on that and look at my pictures, it'll all live there. But that's just a cool place to stay connected and yeah, engage with other agents and just kind of hear their take on G Adventures. So plenty of ways to get involved and experience G Adventures. There's a wealth of knowledge out there. And we're so excited to welcome you into the G Adventures family. And yeah, please do not hesitate to reach out if there's any questions. And then Amanda, I'm not sure if you see any in the chat or if I can help. I'm ready for some Q&A.
Perfect. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, first question is, do you offer customizable journeys?
So we do have private group travel. The best way to do a private group with G Adventures, and you can do this with our National Geographic journey, is if you see a date, like a date range that's already listed on our website, we can pluck that date off our website and let you book that for a private group. There's some more details what that looks like, but there's a specific journey that you're looking at. Reach out to me and I can let you know kind of next steps and which departures we can close off as private for you.
Perfect. Next question is the commission rate equal all around, or is there an incentive if you do larger groups?
So if you do private groups, there's a different commission structure, but if you just are booking a la carte one person on a tour, I believe Archer is at 17%, and then National Geographic, just our contract with them, you're getting a 15% commission, and that's across the board. That's what they offer.
Perfect. And is this only for USA agents, do you know? Or we have branches in Mexico and Australia, and I wasn't sure if you guys were just doing the USA based agents or also Mexico as well.
Yeah, Mexico, Australia, anywhere you're located, we're happy to assist. If you don't live in the US, I can be your point person. If you were looking at that map and a little confused, I'm happy to run point for you if you have any questions.
Perfect.
Yep.
Also, do you have a conversion rate for those agents that are out of the country or international?
That's a great question. I can definitely connect with my team. I haven't encountered that before. I'm sure there's a way that we do that since we do have a large population who books us out of Canada. So we could talk on the side what that looks like for specific tours.
Perfect. Okay, and then if you guys want to get registered, I'm just going to answer this real quick. You can go to our Travel Cafe website, like always. You go to the Suppliers tab. When you scroll to G Adventures, click on it, and there'll be About It. There'll be the Travel Agent Portal, contact information, and also there's a section there for how to register. So I know there's a couple new agents in chat. If you'd like to register, then you can go ahead and go to that page on your Travel Cafe website. Next question is, do you have social media tools like videos and different sizes for Instagram and Facebook, or is everything just made on your own?
No, that's a great question. So in Sherpa, there's a link to our agent toolkit. You can also shoot me an email and I can send it to you. But that Bring on the World video I shared in this, there's all sorts of Bring on the World collateral that we have. We have Instagram, like slide reels that you could do, Facebook banners. We have everything. And then we do have like flyers that you can put your name and your contact information on if you want to promote a specific tour that way. So we have a whole brand library that we want you to register for and log into and distribute.
Perfect. Next question is, what's the largest size group you can go?
So off the website, we max out at 16. If you wanted to do a private group, we could talk about upping the ante, but 16 is definitely firm if you're doing a public departure. We can talk about a private departure. Like I said, since we are connected to the people driving, the restaurants we go to, everything like that. Like if there's flexibility, we'd be happy to honor that, but there's no standard answer for that. It really depends on the destination we're going to.
Perfect. Okay. Oh, next question. Are you our contact for all the USA agents, or are we supposed to contact different BDMs per where we're located?
So yeah, when you register, again, it would be super helpful if you did your local address. That way you could contact the BDM that's in your region. Just because for time zones, and then also if G Adventures is going to be at an event or you have an event going on and wanted a rep to come, that local contact would be the best one to come on board for that. But if you have any questions, just reach out to me. I'm happy to help or point you in the right direction. So start with me and we can go from there.
Perfect. Next question. Would you say your travel agent portal is user-friendly?
I think so. There's so many platforms and formats out there. I do think you have to poke around, but once you do it once, it's very intuitive. And I have videos about how to do a booking online, and I also can walk you through it. I'm happy to give you the tools and help you the first time, knowing that you'll be able to do it confidently the next time around.
Perfect. And next question goes along with this. Should I call in a booking or should I book it on the travel agent portal?
So if you were to call, I would book it on the portal. That's going to make the most sense. If you were to call in a booking, we can't take payment over the phone. So I think it's a little bit more seamless if you do it yourself. But that being said, if you run into some roadblocks and you need us to do it, by all means, give us a call. I mean, we'll help you with anything, but if you can, I would do it independently.
Do you guys have ADA accessible adventures, and then that's what it says?
So a lot of our tours are like the one I just did in Morocco. We were in these really tiny, tight space, like markets and stuff like that. So a lot of our tours are in countries that's not a standard yet. So if you have an ADA specific question or a tour that you're looking at, reach out to us and I can check with my destination team. We try to be as compliant as possible, but still gearing up for some destinations who don't have that, dialed yet.
If I have a client going for a special occasion, can I put those in the notes for the booking? And do you guys do anything special for that, i.e., wedding, honeymoon, bachelorette trip?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that would be a great opportunity to do a private group. Like that RENIA SYLVIA is 16 people. If you were to do a bachelorette trip, maybe a bachelorette co-trip on that ship, that would be so fun. But yeah, we're definitely happy to celebrate anything going on. Even if you were just a solo traveler on a tour, your CEO will definitely, take you out to dinner, make you feel special. And then if you had something in mind as the agent and you had some flair, talk to your BDM and we can kind of figure out the best way to share that information with the team on the ground. But of course, we want to celebrate everyone we can.
Perfect. And this is 2 questions in one. Do you have travel agent rates and a way to do certification?
So for certification, I would take the G Adventures, like I would go online and I would do the National Geographic Journey certification. And that way you can get, like I said, the banner and you can share that. And that's just a good way for organic conversation because people see it and know National Geographic. And then what was the other part of the question?
Certification and travel agent rates.
Oh, yeah. So for the agent discount, you're 30% with Archer. You get 30% off. If you want to do that, there's a form that you would fill out on Sherpa to apply for an agent discount. And then once approved, we ask that you take 5 trainings. So you would just have to show that you completed 5 training videos on Sherpa. So you're familiar with our product and the destination you're going to. That way it's an educational experience all around.
Perfect. I think that is the last question. Let me just double check. Yeah, that's the last question for now. So thank you so much, Natalie, for joining us. I think that they learned a lot today. You gave a lot of valuable information, a lot of thank yous in chat. People are excited to sign up. So this is really exciting and really appreciate you coming out. If you guys would like to watch the recording of this video, you can find it right here in the videos tab of this page. And yeah, and if you have any more questions, Natalie also showed you, if it's specifically to G Adventures, where you could go on the website to get those questions answered. Natalie, is there anything else that you would like to say before we close out today?
Happy booking, Archer Travel. Can't wait to see what comes of this presentation and where you go next.
Perfect. Thank you. And happy booking, everyone. Have a great day. And until next time, we hope you have a great day too, Natalie. Bye, everyone.